Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your fave. And before we get into this video, if you want more details of this look, you can go head over to my Instagram, which will be linked down below. And yeah, let's just get into this video. So if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, this is my first ever fragrance collection. And I'm sure by the end of this year, I'm gonna have a lot more. But why not? We're more than halfway through 2021. So I was like, you know what? Why not do a fragrance video? I love fragrances. I think fragrances really just tie like a look or just the way you feel all together. If you're interested in any of the fragrances, they will be listed down below. Some of them might be affiliate links. If you don't know what affiliate links are, it just means that I might get a little bit of percentage make or whatever. But you don't need to shop them if you don't feel comfortable. It's okay. The world will still keep on turning. We'll be alright. Kind of, sort of, I don't know. Also, before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for engaging with my content, yada yada yada. Thank you. And I'm just kidding. So the first fragrance in my fragrance collection is the Gucci Bloom Ambrosia di Fori. I don't know how to pronounce that, but just know it's the Gucci Bloom in the red bottle. And spoiler alert, I have all the Gucci Bloom fragrances from that whole Bloom line except for the original because I don't like the original. It just smells like alcohol to me. Sorry. So let me read you the scent notes of this one. So the top notes are jasmine, honeysuckle. The middle notes are tuberose, and the base notes are damask rose and orris, which looks like a cactus. So fragrance number one in my fragrance collection. Again, if you like floral fragrances and you want a big body Benz, next fragrance in my fragrance collection is the Gucci Bloom Profumo di Fori. I don't know how to pronounce it again, but it's the Gucci Bloom in the yellow bottle. So the top notes of this fragrance are jasmine sambong, ragoon creeper. The middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, and yin yang. Yang lang, I don't know how to pronounce that. The base notes are solar notes, moss sandalwood, benzoin, woodsy notes, and orris again. This one is a big body Benz fragrance, but the difference between the yellow and the red is I would say that this one is a big body Benz fragrance for like the late summer, fall, and winter. But the red I would say is more of a fall winter because it is has such a deep, intense, like big body Benz, like again, a fragrance that I love. So this one, and it also feels a little bit more, I don't want to say light because obviously, I don't like light, typically I don't like light fragrances. This one just seems a little bit more sunny, I guess. So the next fragrance in my fragrance collection is again another Gucci Bloom, but it's the Aqua Digio, which is the more aquatic one. The top notes of this one are galambon leaf, cassis, bergamot, and lemon. The middle notes are honeysuckle, tuberose, jasmine of the lily valley, or jasmine and lily of the valley, and freesia. The base notes are musk, Ysl Libre, and sandalwood. If you like Dolce Gabbana light blue intense, but you want a more floral version of it and a more big body version of it, I would say go ahead, go to Ulta or Sephora and sniff this one, because again, I don't think I mentioned it in the beginning because I think I said I like big body Benz floral fragrances and like patchouli and stuff like that, but I do really like aquatic and more citrusy fragrances as well. But again, they have to be a big body Benz. We don't be doing the Bath and Body Works here. Sorry about that. No shade though. But yeah, so if you like the light blue, if you like more aquatic fragrances, but you want a little bit of extra floral in there. So the next fragrance in my fragrance collection is the Gucci Bloom Netere di Fori. Again, don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the one with the little, I want to say this is the one that's closest to the original Gucci Bloom packaging, except for this one has like cute little butterflies in the front. The top notes of this fragrance are ginger and rose. The middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, honeysuckle, and ragoon creeper. And the base notes are osmanthus, musk, and patchouli. Again, there's that patchouli. I love patchouli in fragrances. It smells divine. I know it's hit or miss. You either love it or you hate it. I love patchouli and fragrances. This is where I would wear this too. If I was going out to a hole-in-the-wall club, like it has like a secret door that you have to find or pull a lever in, and you see people just smoking cigars, drinking cognac. I don't drink, but like this is one of the most interesting scent note combinations because it is, again, a big body Benz fragrance, and it obviously has that floral notes, but because of the patchouli and the musk in there, it just elevates the scent profile to me. Next fragrance I actually didn't buy myself. This was one of my ex. We weren't really together, but it was like a summer fling. This was his and I stole it, and I honestly haven't really used much of it. I just like it because it's a little bit more of an aquatic fragrance, but this is the Polo Ralph Lauren Blue fragrance, and the top notes of this fragrance are cucumber, melon, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are basil, sage, and geranium. The base notes are suede, woodsy notes, and musk. This one has a little bit of a bite, and I think that's why I don't use it as much. This one has a little bit of a bite when you first spray it, but the dry down, oh my god. It has aquatic notes and it has those citrus notes, and I think that's what really balances out during the dry down time. This is an amazing fragrance, and this is actually, I think, pretty old. So this next fragrance in my fragrance collection is Wanted by Azro. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This one looks like a bullet, and I think it's kind of cool, and that's why I bought it, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually one of the older ones in my collection. This one is, again, a more big body Benz fragrance, and it leans a lot more masculine than I typically grab for in a fragrance, but this is an amazing, like, when I say in the middle of winter and your seasonal depression is kicking in and all the all the serotonin in your brain have been depleted and you want to feel a little something, that's when you spray this. So the top notes of this fragrance are lemon, ginger, lavender, and mint. The middle notes are apple, juniper, watermelon, cardamom, and geranium. The base notes are tonka bean, amberwood, and Haitian velvetier. This one, again, a good fragrance for the winter. It's not something I typically reach for all the time, but just look at the bottle. Just look at it. So this next fragrance is Aqua Digio by Giorgio Armani. This one is a banger. So the top notes of this one are sea notes and bergamot. The middle notes are rosemary, sage, and geranium. The base notes are incense and patchouli. Again, there's that patchouli because y'all know I love patchouli in my fragrances. What I love about this fragrance is that, again, it's more masculine leaning, but it's not masculine to the point where I think it's like too elderly. I don't know. Like, you know when sometimes when you smell more masculine fragrances, you think, wow, a 60-year-old businessman or a 60-year-old CEO of a Fortune 500 company, that's something they would wear. That's how I usually feel about more masculine leaning fragrances, just because it's so big-bodied but in a bad way, and so mature in a bad way. But this, because of the more aquatic notes mixed with the more big-body notes like patchouli and incense, fuck! I would literally, if my partner, well, I don't have one right now, unfortunately. If you want to put a ring on it, let me know. But if my partner ever wore this around me, I think I might propose right then and there. I'd be like, all right. Okay. I love you. Anyway, so this next fragrance is an oldie but a goodie, and if you ever rummage through your sister, your mom, your aunts, your cousins, your grandma's medicine cabinet or bathroom when you were growing up, they probably had this fragrance. This is the Donna Karen B Delicious fragrance. This one smells dead ass like apples. The top notes are cucumber, grapefruit, and magnolia. The middle notes are green apple, lily of the valley, tuberose, violet, and rose. And the base notes are woodsy notes, sandalwood, and amber. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really smell the base notes in this one, but this one smells like straight up apple, and I love it. This is one of the few more lightweight, fresher, sweet scents. This isn't necessarily sweet, it just smells like straight up apple. But this is one of the few more fresher scents that I have in my collection. Again, I like big body Benz fragrances, but this is cute to have, just to run to Trader Joe's, go to Aldi's, run some errands. Not just something cute for the girls, you know what I'm saying?
Just something sweet for the fucking kids, okay? Damn, you gotta stay with me now. Shit. Then you smash it out.
So this next one is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. This is the Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Intense fragrance. But again, I'm sure this is nothing new to most people. This is one of the more iconic fragrances, and this is probably one of my more favorite, more masculine leaning fragrances. The top notes of this fragrance are grapefruit and mandarin orange. The middle notes are seawater and juniper. The base notes are musk and amberwood. Mind you, actually, this is the new bottle. I actually have a bottle right here I'm trying to finish up, but as you can see, I've gone through this one and I bought another one because I like it so much. But anyway, I love this fragrance so much that right when I saw that my first one was getting low, I went out and bought another one from Ulta. So this next fragrance is another one of my favorite fragrances. This is Angel by Mugler. And again, if you rummage through probably your grandparents or your great-grandparents or like an older auntie's like medicine cabinet or bathroom, they probably have it. Again, this is a very polarizing fragrance. You either like it or you hate it because this one has a very prominent smell of patchouli. But again, I love it. And honestly, before I read these scent notes to y'all, I think this smells like Cinnabon. Again, I don't like sweet fragrances, but this is a gourmand fragrance, and to me it smells like Cinnabon. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was one of the very first gourmand fragrances to ever hit the scene. So Mugler knew exactly what he was doing, and for that I stand. So let me read the notes for y'all. The top notes are cotton candy, coconut, cassis, melon, jasmine, bergamot, pineapple, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are honey, red berries, blackberries, plum, apricot, peach, jasmine, orchid, caraway, nutmeg, rose, and lily of the valley. And the base notes are patchouli, chocolate, caramel, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, musk, and sandalwood. And I'm telling y'all, there is a slight floral fragrance, which again I love because I like floral fragrances, but the base notes of this fragrance are really what shine and what really stand out to me on my skin. So if you like gourmand fragrances and you like patchouli and you like the smell of Cinnabon, I would say go ahead, go to Ulta and Sephora and sniff this one. God, this smells so good. I wish I can get like a human-sized bottle of this fragrance. This fragrance, and now that I'm smelling it on my skin, you do smell the more sweeter notes. You smell the cotton candy and the pineapple. But as soon as that fades, you really get this nice, deep, big body Benz gourmand fragrance. Oh god, this smells so good. So this next fragrance is another fragrance from Mugler, and this is Alien from Mugler. And the top notes are jasmine, the middle notes are woodsy notes, and the base notes are amber. This one, I want to say this one has a little bit of plum. It doesn't say anything on Fragmatica or whatever this website that I'm reading off of. This one doesn't say anything about plum, but I feel like there is a deeper berry scent in there somewhere, which I like because it's not too sweet. It's very so slight, so it doesn't like turn me away. But this one, again, big body Benz fragrance. This is again one of the more interesting, more kind of unique scent profiles in my collection. And if you really want to stand out from the crowd during like fall and winter, like I would say wear this if you go like, I don't know, apple orchid picking or apple picking, or go to the pumpkin patch. Like if you don't want like a typical like local type smell like vanilla or pumpkin and you want to really stand out, go to Ulta or Sephora first, spray this on your body, make sure you like it first, and then go out to the orchid or the pumpkin patch, because you heard it here first, folks. This is a banger. This next fragrance is from Prada. It's the Lunar Rosa fragrance. Again, this is probably one, I've said this probably 3 times, but this one actually probably is the oldest fragrance in my collection. I've had this one since sometime in high school. I don't know. It was my dad's and I took it because he wasn't using it, so. But I really like it. The top notes of this fragrance are lavender and bitter orange. The middle notes are mint and sage. The base notes are musk mallow and amberox. I don't know. This one is kind of similar to the Ralph Lauren one. When you first spray it, there's a little bit of a bite. But as it dries down, and it dries down pretty quickly, you get this nice kind of like This is like a nice, fresh, big body Benz fragrance that doesn't lean too corporate. So this next fragrance is a fragrance that I believe has gone bad because the color has changed, but I'm keeping it because I like the design of the bottle. And it is the Marc Jacobs Decadence fragrance. So the top notes of this are plum, saffron, iris. The middle notes are orris, jasmine, sambanc, and Bulgarian rose. The base notes are velvetier, papyrus, and liquid amber. It doesn't say amber, but it says something. But yeah, this one, unfortunately, I believe has gone bad because you can see that it has like this amber color. And that's not how and that's not how it originally comes. This is a beautiful bottle, and that's why I'm keeping it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Macy's. I don't think they sell this at Ulta, do they? I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Macy's and pick up a new bottle. But rip to a baddie, because this is, I think, one of the first, if not the first, high-end fragrance that I bought with my own money. So this next fragrance are Bad Boys Are No Good, but Good Boys Are No Fun. It's just the Boys Killian fragrance. I love this one so much I actually have a backup in my medicine cabinet because, unfortunately, Killian is discontinuing this line of fragrance everywhere but Russia. And when I heard the news, I called over to my local Sephora and asked them if they had princess. I asked them if they had princess and boys. They were all out of princess. I think I'm just going to take my L because I never got my hands on princess, but I remember smelling it in store and was like, alright, I'll come back for you for the Sephora VIP sale. I wasn't able to do it because it was all sold out. But this one smells like Coca-Cola and I love it. That's all you need to know about this one. It smells like Coca-Cola, and go to Sephora. Oh, actually you can't even go. I don't even know. Go see if your Sephora still has this in stock. Because to my knowledge, once it's gone, it's gone. So let me read you the top notes. The top notes are Coca-Cola and lime. The middle notes are cinnamon, nutmeg, and apple. The base notes are cedar and amberwood. Again, this is amazing, and I'm going to need to start rationing this out because even though I have a separate bottle, I can't get it anywhere else. Next fragrance is one of the only sweeter-ish fragrances in my collection, and that is My Way by Giorgio Armani. And this one's top notes are orange blossom and bergamot. The middle notes are tuberose, Indian, and jasmine. The base notes are white musk, Madagascar vanilla, and Virginian cedar. So this one leans a lot more sweet than floral once you first spray it. But just let's smell this now. It has a, does it smell like Bon Bon? I know a lot of people like Bon Bon by Victor something, whatever. Again, that one's like very sweet, like almost sickly sweet, and it's like, because when you spray this and it dries down, it has a completely different scent profile. It's more of a big body. I wouldn't say this is a big body Benz because that's not fair to my Gucci Blooms. This one is more of big body. This is more of a sports car, I guess. It's cute. It's not a Toyota. And I'm not trying to, bash on Toyotas because I have a Toyota. But this is more of like a sports car. This is really cute, really nice, very fresh, very sweet. Not sweet as in like smelling sweet, but very sweet, kind of like very sweet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from this. I think this would be perfect for someone who is like me, who likes big body Benz fragrances, things that are really intense, that have that really patchouli incense, that, that type of vibe. But you're just going out to the park with some friends, you're going to get some sherbet, and it's summer, it's spring, it's very nice, it's breezy out. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. You know what I'm saying? So this next fragrance is the Ysl Libre. I think that's how you pronounce it, fragrance. And this is one of the newer ones. So My Way and this one are the two newer ones in my collection. I believe this one's the newest. The scent notes are lavender, mandarin orange, black currant, and petitgrain. I don't know how to say that. The middle notes are lavender, orange blossom, and jasmine. The base notes are Madagascar vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. I wouldn't describe this one being a big body Benz fragrance in the sense that it's in the same category as the Gucci Bloom, red bottle, yellow bottle, and stuff like that. But this is a big body Benz fragrance that smells like wealth. That's all you need to know. It smells like wealth. This smells like you're going on a 100-foot long yacht sail around cruise around Turkey and shit like that. This smells divine. And the only reason why I don't have the big bottle is actually, yeah, I think they were all sold out of the big bottle at my Ulta. And I was like, well, I'm just going to settle for this. And I'm not mad at it because this fragrance smells delicious. It smells like generational wealth. This next fragrance is from Chanel. It's the Chanel Chance Eau Fraîche. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is the one with the, not green bottle, but it has like the green liquid. And the notes of this fragrance are, so the top notes of this fragrance are lemon, cedar, and citron. The middle notes are water, hyacinth, pink pepper, and jasmine. The base notes are patchouli, white musk, vetiver, teakwood, iris, and amber. And you know what's crazy? Because I've obviously said now, and I hope you guys realize, I love patchouli. I didn't realize that this had patchouli until I looked up the scent notes. And then I smelt it the other day, and I was like, I can smell the patchouli. So I think if you want like a big, also, actually no, I don't think I would consider this a big body Benz fragrance, but this is a beautiful fragrance. If you want more of a, I don't want to say high class, because you can find good alternatives to citrus fragrances out in the market, like Clinique Happy. That's one of the staples citrus fragrances. I feel like if you want to try patchouli, but you don't want something as intense and big bodied as Angel from Mugler, I would say go ahead and sniff this one because you really honestly can't tell that patchouli's in there unless you're like, you know, shoving it up your nose. The lemon is very prominent in this, so if you do like a big body Benz citrus fragrance, check this out. And don't be shy about it or be scared because there's patchouli. You really honestly can't tell that it's in there, so there probably might be a little droplet of patchouli in there, but it's not anything that's substantial. And so the last and final fragrance in my collection is the Chanel Chance Eau Tendre fragrance from, again, Chanel. This is the one with the pink liquid. This is probably my favorite all year round fragrance or fragrance to build on top of. I do mixed fragrances. We do that. We do everything in this household, baby girl. Alright, but anyway, this is probably one of my favorite fragrances to use all year round. The top notes of this fragrance are quince and grapefruit. The middle notes are hyacinth and jasmine. The base notes are musk, iris, Virginia cedar, and amber. This just smells, what I say is this more, I know I said that I don't like sweet fragrances, and this isn't sweet as in like bonbon sweet. It's like floral sweet, but not rich sweet like Libre, I guess. I don't know. This just smells amazing, and I've had this one. I actually bought this one and the one that I just mentioned before at the same time. I remember going to Bon Ton and buying this one and the green one, and that had to be 2006. This is amazing. It's beautiful. It holds up very well. And I know also, before I end this video, there are people that say online that eau de toilette, because I believe this is an eau de toilette even though it says eau tendre. I don't know. I'm just someone that lives in upstate New York, but it is something kind of like an eau de toilette because it is a little bit lighter. And people have said and have reported and stuff like that saying that eau de toilettes don't last as long on the skin, and that's because there is more water, whatever. I don't know about y'all, but like Chanel eau de toilettes last all day long. Like I can spray this in the morning before I go to work, obviously by itself or mixing, because this is one of my favorite mixing fragrances. But yeah, this lasts all day long. Like I'll like be going across town and I'll still get a whiff of it. It's just like, that's right, I'm a bad bitch. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it to the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is probably going to be like a longer video because I had a lot to talk about. But before I go, I just want to let y'all know, thank you for engaging with my content. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want more details of this look, you can go head over to my Instagram, which will be linked down below, along with all the products that I talked to and mentioned today. And yeah, I'm gonna go and probably I need to go run some errands. So if you but oh, this is asinine. Why the fuck does the color keep on fucking changing?